Hi dear students, welcome to a new session of Color Cube. Today we are continuing with chapter 5, Separation of Substances. In this session we are going to discuss on solution, solvent, solute, solubility, saturated solution. What is a solution? Can you tell me one example for solution? Everybody might have seen tea, coffee, sugar solution, salt solution, etc. All these are examples of solution. Consider tea. Tea is a mixture of water and tea powder. The same way, sugar solution. It is a mixture of water and sugar. So let us define what is solution. A solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more components in which the particle size is smaller than 1 nm. Nm means nanometer. Nanometer means it's a measurement which is not visible to our human eye. It is that much small. A solution is a homogeneous mixture. What is meant by homogeneous mixture? It is a mixture in which it is same in all the part of that solution. Consider a glass of sugar solution. If we mix the sugar perfectly in that water, whichever part we select, the amount of sugar, that means the amount of sugar added in the solution will be the same. That means every part of the sugar solution is having same concentration of sugar. Such a type of solution is called homogeneous mixture. A solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more components. Either two or more components can be added in it, in which particle size is smaller than 1 nm. Particle size should be smaller than 1 nm. For becoming a solution, which are the factors needed? It is a homogeneous mixture of two or more components and the particle size should be smaller than 1 nm. Salt solution, sugar solution, all these are examples of solution. When some salt is added to water and stirred, the salt disappears. Everybody might have experienced in their daily life. This is because the salt becomes dissolved in the water. The salt is dissolved, so we can't see the salt or sugar again. What is dissolving? Dissolving is a change where substances mix completely with the liquid. They have been added to it. Dissolving is a state or change where the substances, that means the salt we added, it can be either salt, sugar, etc., mixes completely with the liquid. They have been added to. That process, that change of state is called dissolving. Dissolving is a change where substances mix completely with the liquid they have been added to. See, here salt solution is given, sand solution is given. If you stir it well, it will be having the color of water itself. We cannot see any more salt in it. But in the case of sand solution, that sand will be deposited at the bottom. Still its color changes. Still we can see some sand particles at the bottom of the glass. These are examples of solution. Now let's see them in detail. What is solute? The substance which is dissolved is called a solute. The substance which is dissolved in the solution, no? In case of sugar solution, what is the substance dissolved in that solution? In that water? It is salt or sugar. That substance which is dissolved in that water or liquid is called solute. Examples of solute: salt, sugar, chalk powder, lemon, oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, etc. Do you understand what is solute? The substance which is dissolved is called a solute. On the basis of the solute that is added, substances can be of two types: soluble substances and insoluble substances. As their name denotes, if the solute is completely soluble in that water, such a type of substances are called soluble substances. Consider the case of salt. If we stir it well, salt will completely dissolve in water. Sugar also will completely dissolve in water. Such types of substances are called soluble substances. But consider the case of chalk, sand, etc. If you make fine powder of chalk and mix it with water, still it will not completely dissolve in water. We can see fine powders of chalk in that water. That means it is insoluble, it is not soluble. Such substances are called insoluble substances. Those substances which do not dissolve in water completely. Sand, consider the case of sand. It also will not be soluble in water. Such substances are called insoluble substances. Next, solvent. The substance in which the solute is dissolved is called a solvent. The substance in which that solute is dissolved is called a solvent. In the case of salt solution, which is the solvent? Water. The solute, that is, the salt is dissolved in water. So we can say that water is the solvent. Some other examples of solvent are water, milk, acetone, ethanol, petroleum, etc. All these are examples of solvent. Let us revise it once again. The substance that dissolves is called solute, and the substance in which the solute dissolves is called solvent. Can you identify solute and solvent? The substance that dissolves, the substance that is dissolves in that solution, in that water, that substance is called solute, and the substance in which the solute dissolves is called solvent. The resulting mixture is called solution. When solute and solvent mixes, you will get a solution. That mixture is called solution. Air is a mixture of oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, etc. Sugar solution, it is a mixture of sugar and water. Thus we can say that solute plus solvent gives solution. Solute plus solvent gives solution. Now consider another case. If we keep on adding spoons of sugar to water and stir the solution each time, what will happen after some time? Take a glass of water, add sugar continuously to it. You are stirring it very well. After some time, you can notice that the sugar will no longer dissolve in that solution. If you add more quantity of sugar, you can notice that the sugar will no longer dissolve in the solution. Why it is so? Because the solution has become saturated. That means no more solute will dissolve in the solution, that solute. That state is called saturated solution. The sugar is not completely, sugar or salt is not completely dissolving. Even though we stir it very well, such a solution is saturated solution. Let us see in detail. What is saturated solution? A saturated solution is the solution in which no more of the solute can be dissolved. It is a solution in which no more solute can be dissolved. Such a type of solution is called a saturated solution. If we want to add some more solute into it, please boil that water. So, Thus, we can increase the solubility of a solute by heating the solution. One method to increase the solubility of the solute is by heating that solution. If we heat the solution, we can add little more salt or sugar to the solution. A saturated solution is a solution in which no more of the solute can be dissolved. What is solubility? Solubility is the ability of a substance to get dissolved in a given liquid. Solubility is the ability or character of a substance. It is the characteristic of a substance to get dissolved in a given liquid. To get dissolved in a given liquid. Ability of a substance to dissolve in a given liquid is called solubility. This solubility can be increased by heating that liquid. The quantity of a substance that can dissolve in hot water is much more as compared to that in cold water. That means take 1 glass of hot water and 1 glass of cold water. If you are going to add equal amount of salt into both these waters, both cold water and hot water, the amount of salt added to each glass is same. Finally, you can notice that more amount of salt will be dissolved in hot water compared to the cold water. More quantity of solute will be dissolved in hot water. That statement is given here. The quantity of a substance that can dissolve in hot water is much more as compared to that in cold water. Now, let's see which are the factors affecting solubility. Solubility can be increased by heating the solution. By heating that liquid, we can add more quantity of solute. By making fine powder of solute. If the solute is of fine powder, it will be easily soluble in that water. Otherwise, it will take time. Third one is stirring. We should stir it very well. If the stirring is very less, we are slowly stirring means it will take time to dissolve in that water. So, solubility can be increased by 3 ways. First one, by heating that solvent. Second, by making the fine powder of solute. Third one, by stirring well. Next, one important statement is that different substances dissolve in different amounts of water while making a saturated solution. Don't think that all that solute added to a particular solution is of same quantity. No, it varies. Different substances dissolve in different amounts of water while making a saturated solution. Consider, if a glass of water can dissolve 5 spoons of sugar, but that the same glass of water can dissolve 6 or 7 spoons of salt. That is the difference. Different substances dissolve in different amounts of water while making a saturated solution. Thank you.